Great race, the stage is set, and a glorious November afternoon. Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth, the Queen Mother, is here surveying the 10 runners, not one of the biggest fields, but certainly one of the most competitive in this great race's 37-year history, because all 10 runners today have a terrific chance of winning the first prize of over £35,000. Peter O'Sullivan names the field.
Number 1 is Royal Athlete, ridden by Jamie Osborne. 2, Zeta's Lad, Robbie Supple. 4, Black Humour, Graham Bradley. 5, Carvilla Howe, ridden by Adrian Maguire. 6, Garrison Savannah, Brendan Powell. 7, Cogent, ridden by Daniel Fort, claiming a £7 allowance. 8, Whispering Steel, with Neil Doughty putting up £1 overweight. 9 is Rolling Ball, Richard Dunwoody. And 10, Merry Master, ridden by Miss G. Armitage. And here's the latest betting.
This is one of the best betting races of the jumping season, and the favourite at present is Black Humour at 100-30. Then it's 7-2 Whispering Steel. There have been some big prices about him, 12-1 early on. 11-2 Zeta's Lad, well backed in the early part of the week. Easy to back, originally backed at 16-1, down as low 7-2. Now 6-1 is Rolling Ball. Then it's 7-1 the Irish challenger Carvilla Howe. 15-2 Royal Athlete. 12-1 Cogent, 16-1 Garrison Savannah, and 20-1 the outsider of 9, Merry Master.
And the surprise there really is the short price of Cogent, 12-1. But here, unfamiliar colours on Black Humour, trained by Charlie Brooks, Graham Bradley on board. And of course, you'll be used to seeing them in the colours of REA Bot Limited. Today they run in Lady Lloyd Webber's. And just a few minutes ago, Julian Wilson spoke to Lady Lloyd Webber and her husband.
Well, Madeline, who's the lucky girl then?
Well, I am very lucky. I only found out about it about a day ago when we were sitting in Los Angeles and my birthday's looming. And Andrew dropped the news to me, and so here we are, got on the next flight over. So I am extremely lucky.
Andrew, are you really getting into racing now?
Well, let's put it this way. I mean, Madeline has been fantastic looking after everybody in Hollywood, where we're doing Sunset Boulevard at the moment, and really doing the stuff there. And it's the very least I could do, really, because she had very bad luck with the other horses I bought her, which was, of course, unluckily on this very racetrack, it was killed. So I hope we have a little better luck with this one.
Madeleine, in a previous life, you were an event rider, and of course you rode round the Grand National course once with Richard Pittman's gang, didn't you? Are you going to be allowed to ride this horse?
Well, I think Charlie's pretty protective over this horse, so I mean, if I really sort of get fit again, he might give me the odd sort of trot round the roads, but I just think that's about all.
Is he going to win today?
I don't know, probably because we've flown over he won't. I'm sure if I was in bed listening to it on the telephone, he probably would have done. But anyway, fingers crossed, it's great fun to be here and to have a chance of such a great horse running in this amazing race. You know, we're enjoying it anyway.
Andrew, he's favourite today. What are the odds against Sunset Boulevard hitting the jackpot in LA?
Well, I don't know, we're in preview at the moment. It's a very new show. I've done a lot of work on it, rewritten a lot of it, and it's got a new set and everything. They're going mental about it at the moment, but you know, it's in preview, and you have to wait for those critics to get in.
Well, good luck today, at least.
Thank you.
Yes, a smashing horse and has every chance. Let's go to the head of the parade now, where number 1 Royal Athlete has 11.10. Is the ground a little too fast for him? Only time will tell. 15-2 from 7s. Zeta's Lad, they say he wanted the run at Cheltenham when 5th Royal Athlete. We'll know in 10 minutes' time. 11-2 shot. 3 doesn't run. Now Black Humour, who's in excellent form. This is the horse that broke Skew's leg a few years ago over hurdles, but he seems to be getting his act together over fences. Jumps a lot cleaner now. 100-30 favourite. Carvilla Howe from Ireland in the colours of 86-year-old Mrs. Miles Valentine, who is actually in Ireland from America at the moment. Let's hope he gets the big one he deserves. 7-1 shot, Maguire on board. Garrison Savannah just hasn't quite been finishing this season in his races, but he loves this ground. Don't rule him out. Brendan Powell on board, 16-1. A surprise to me, Cogent, number 7, only 12-1. Dan Fort has never ridden a winner on this horse, but he's a good jockey. He fell twice last year. Let's hope he can pick his legs up and get back in the winner's frame again. And the blue colours, Whispering Steel, what a big test for him, his biggest ever. Doughty puts up a pound overweight here. A lovely animal by Furry Glen. Rolling Ball looks incredibly fit for his first run for 2 years. And he is best turned out. Donna Cornforth gets £100. That's not her first prize for hard work. Rolling Ball, a really exciting one here. And Merry Master, well, second in the Scottish Grand National. G. Armitage has had all sorts of injuries and gets on really well with this horse owned by Jeff Lansbury, trained by her father Roddy. Just got 10 stone, 20 to 1 from 16. They're the 9 runners, and they'll be turning round to canter back down to the start. 3 miles, 2.5 furlongs. Royal Athlete breaks away for them. Osborne on board here. Jenny Pittman, who's had the Beijing flu for a while, but much cheered by her first winner today. Black Humour, he is 3.5 to 1 from 100 to 30. The same price, Whispering Steel, joint favourites now. Zita's Lad steady at 5.5 to 1. Rolling Ball has drifted a point to 6s. It's 7 to 1, bar the leading quartet. Now let's pick the quartered colours there of Whispering Steel. He's done absolutely nothing wrong at all in his races. He's won his last 6 races, including this one at Haydock Park. Well, on this occasion, we'll just pick him up in the early stages. Watch his jumping. He changed his legs there. He got himself right at the drop fence over on the far side, and that's important. See him at another fence now. Watch him. His ears flick. A real standoff jump there, so he can do both things. He can fiddle or he can stand off. That's so important. Watch him again now. His ears are the antennae. Again, a beautiful jump. He has got all the attributes of a good chaser. Well, at the end of the race, he beat Gale again, who was actually giving him £7, and went away with Doughty looking around over both shoulders. This was the highlight of his career last year, and just idling slightly in front. Well, he's ridden once again by Neil Doughty, a man that Julian quizzed before he went out to ride him.
Neil, the horses really fly these fences in the Hennessy. Do you think Whispering Steel's got the experience to hold his own against these horses?
I'm sure the governor wouldn't have sent him down here if he didn't think he was capable of handling his own, you know, and doing a good job. So I'm fairly confident he'll give a good account of himself.
They say the ground's good, a little bit sticky. Is this going to suit him?
He'd prefer a bit more cut, actually. I had a walk of the track this morning when I got down here, and I would have said that it's probably on the easy side of good in 1 or 2 places, but he does like to get his toe in, you know.
He hasn't really raced against a top horse so far. How good do you think he really is?
Well, we won't know until today, of course. He's got a nice racing weight, and today will tell us a lot more about the horse. Everything we've asked him so far, he's done and done easily, so we had to pitch him in sooner or later, and he had a racing weight, so why not take a chance?
In your heart of hearts, do you think he's a bit special?
I'm hoping so. Today will tell me.
Well, good luck to Neil. The Children in Need charity pod stood at £12.5 million overnight. Ladbrokes have very kindly donated £500 to be invested on the Hennessy in aid of the charity. Peter Skew, I'm afraid, made a complete mess of the charity bet last weekend, so I think this is time for the senior professional to step up and take the penalty. And I was going to go each way on Whispering Steel, but 7 to 2 is too short. So it's £500 to win Whispering Steel, and good luck to him.
Well, that's the pressure on Julian there, but after his the Swindon player missed the penalty for Wales the other day, I'm not sure if that the penalty kick is the right term to use here for Whispering Steel. But yes, big powerful horse with Neil Doughty. You'll have sat in the sauna this morning to shed the last few pounds. He'll only have lost a couple of pounds, so that won't have made an awful lot of difference to his strength.
He's very much in the mould of Jadami, who was beaten in this race last year off a similar weight. He had 10-2. It is a big step up today, but off this sort of weight, if he's going to be a good horse for big races, then he's got to be close.
Exactly. He's got to run a big race. He's been going around the good tracks. He's been going around Haydock and Ayr to win his races. So these fences, as long as the speed doesn't catch him out, will hold no terror to him. And as we saw, he looked to jump superbly.
He's actually riding in Peter Scudamore's racing boots there. That'll make him sit back at the ditches.
They'll twitch when they get near a ditch. Number 9 there, G. Armitage. Number 9, that's Rolling Ball and Richard Dunwoody. Richard, who's already seen a good effect this afternoon. This is a very, very exciting horse. Some people think that he hasn't had enough experience to take on a field of this calibre, but he had been running over French hurdles, and the French hurdles are like the English fences, a little bit smaller, and this horse can really dance in front of the fence. I don't want to tempt him into getting on the floor today, but I think this will be a national horse one day. Some people think I'm stupid, but I really do think this will fly around A2 one day.
Carries his head very high at the walk-screw, and I remember he made a real mistake in the Sun Alliance.
Yes, that was just through lack of concentration.
Let me know now.
Let's have a look at the Irish horse, Carvillahow, a horse who won the Whitbread, had it taken off him very controversially. He deserves a big race.
It'd be interesting to watch Adrian Maguire ride this horse, because I've watched him a lot in his career, and I think he's the type of horse that you always want to test him at a fence, go and give it, not pull him about at a fence, and Adrian will do that, and I think he will jump well for it. He jumped exceptionally well round Aintree when I didn't think he would. Anyway, they're lining up now, and I'll hand over to Peter.
Yeah, they're walking in, well grouped.
Wait.
Told to wait.
Wait. You're under orders now. You're all right?
Under orders. And they're away, and Rolling Ball goes straight into the lead from Merry Master and Whispering Steel and Garrison Savannah. As they come to the first of the 21 fences, Rolling Ball lands clear of Merry Master, Whispering Steel, Garrison Savannah, Carvillahow and Black Humour and Cogent. Just behind them comes Zita's Lad, and last is Royal Athlete, and Rolling Ball jumps the first ditch clear of Merry Master, who pecked just a little bit on landing there. Way back in third is Whispering Steel, then Garrison Savannah and Cogent, Carvillahow and Black Humour and Zita's Lad, and over the third. Rolling Ball, he's gone! Rolling Ball has gone at the third, and he's left Merry Master a long way clear. Rolling Ball, a very nasty fall there, but the horse is up all right, so is Richard Dunwoody, and Merry Master leads over the fourth, well clear. Made a slight mistake at it, but got away with it, and he's well clear under G. Armitage, within second place Merry Minstrel, or Whispering Steel I should say, and behind Whispering Steel is Cogent, and then comes Garrison Savannah, and behind him Black Humour. Behind Black Humour is Carvillahow, and then Zita's Lad. Behind Zita's Lad is Royal Athlete, and right over the far side now, swinging left-handed towards the cross fence, and it's G. Armitage on Merry Master, a long way clear of Whispering Steel and Cogent and Garrison Savannah, Carvillahow and Black Humour, and behind them Zita's Lad and Royal Athlete as they come to fence number 6. Whispering Steel leading the second pack, but well clear is Merry Master, and turning for home on the first circuit, Merry Master from Whispering Steel and Garrison Savannah and Cogent. Quite a little gap then to Black Humour, then Carvillahow and Zita's Lad, and finally Royal Athlete. They're being pursued by the riderless Rolling Ball, who's clearly unhurt, and Richard Dunwoody, as I said, up on his feet all right over the 7th here, and Merry Master lands in the lead. From Whispering Steel and Garrison Savannah and Cogent, a little gap then to Black Humour, Carvillahow, Zita's Lad, and Royal Athlete, the second of the ditches. Merry Master landed clear of Whispering Steel, Garrison Savannah and Cogent. Then Black Humour and Carvillahow and Zita's Lad over the 9th. Merry Master from Whispering Steel, Garrison Savannah, Cogent, Black Humour, Carvillahow, Zita's Lad and Royal Athlete. Coming to the fence, it'll be the last next time round, and 10th this time. Merry Master lands clear of Whispering Steel, Cogent, Garrison Savannah, Black Humour, Carvillahow, Zita's Lad and Royal Athlete. So coming to the water, number 11, and G. Armitage on Merry Master lands clear of Whispering Steel, Cogent, Garrison Savannah, Black Humour, Zita's Lad and Carvillahow matching strides, and then Royal Athlete. They've got 10 left to jump now in the 1993 and 37th running of the Hennessy Cognac Gold Cup. And as they go out towards the far side, still G. Armitage taking him along on Merry Master at the 12th. Lands clear Whispering Steel and Cogent next, then Garrison Savannah, then Black Humor, then Carvilla Howe and Zeta's Lad. Another ditch. Merry Master, Whispering Steel and Cogent, Garrison Savannah and Black Humor. And a faller there, Royal Athlete. Royal Athlete has gone at that one. And Merry Master leads at the 14th from Whispering Steel and Cogent. Then Garrison Savannah and Black Humor. Behind them Carvilla Howe and Zeta's Lad. Merry Master at the 15th from Whispering Steel, Cogent, Black Humor getting a little bit closer. Then Garrison Savannah, Carvilla Howe and Zeta's Lad. 6 from home. Merry Master jumps a little bit to the right, makes a mistake there. Whispering Steel on the inside. Cogent is next, and then Black Humor almost breathing down their necks now. Then Zeta's Lad. Carvilla Howe being chased along, and then Garrison Savannah. They're beginning to swing left-handed now towards the cross fence. 5 from home, and it's Whispering Steel, the leader. From the long-time leader, Merry Master. Then Cogent. Then Black Humor. Then Carvilla Howe making a little bit of ground with Zeta's Lad at the cross fence. Whispering Steel going to land in the lead. Lands 2 lengths clear of Merry Master and Cogent. Mistake there by Black Humor, puts him out of it. Coming round the home turn now. And as they do so, it's Whispering Steel from Cogent who moves into second. Just in behind them, making good ground now, Merry Master, but on the outside it's Carvilla Howe coming there strongly under Adrian Maguire. They're coming down now towards the 4th last. Another plain one before the last ditch, and it's Whispering Steel being pressed by Cogent and Daniel Ford. Whispering Steel lands from Cogent. Then Carvilla Howe. Black Humor's fought his way back over on the far side. Zeta's Lad's in the running too as they come to the final ditch. And it's Whispering Steel who lands in the lead from Carvilla Howe. Cogent has jumped into the front now as they come to the second last. It's Cogent the leader at the second last fence. Cogent lands a length and a half clear of Whispering Steel, who's beginning to fade over on the far side. It's Zeta's Lad. Black Humor's coming there too over on the far side with a tremendous run, but it's Cogent now as they come to the final fence. Cogent lands in the lead from Black Humor on the far side. It's Cogent and Black Humor, and then Carvilla Howe as they race into the closing stages. It's Cogent on the near side, Black Humor on the far side. Carvilla Howe finishing well. Cogent holding Carvilla Howe. Cogent is going to win the 37th running of the Hennessy Cognac Gold Cup. Cogent has won it from Carvilla Howe and Black Humor. They're the 1, 2, 3. 4 was Zeta's Lad, and 5 came Whispering Steel. Behind Whispering Steel was the long-time leader, Merry Master, and Garrison Savannah was the only other to finish. And so the result of the 1993 Hennessy Cognac Gold Cup, verse number 7, Cogent, owned by Pall Mall Partners, trained by Andrew Turnell, Andy, who rode the 1975 winner April the 7th, and ridden by 7-pound claimer Daniel Fort. Second was number 5, Carvilla Howe, owned by Mrs. Miles Valentine, trained by Mouse Morris in Ireland and ridden by Adrian Maguire. And third was number 4, Black Humor, owned by Lady Lloyd Webber, trained by Charlie Brooks and ridden by Graham Bradley. Fourth was number 2, Zeta's Lad, and Cogent immediately gets a 33-to-1 quote from 50-to-1 by Lad Brooks for the Gold Cup, and a 20-to-1 quote from William Hill.
Well, just have a look now at Rolling Ball. He's second from the left as we watch it. They've done a right old gallop here, and Rolling Ball with Dunwoody, and you can see just touches the top, one of those knuckly falls. He rolls over, and I think he just catches Richard. No, he rolls away from him there, but so sad early on. The next one to go was Royal Athlete.
Yes, they've gone a right gallop. I think that's really because they've got Rolling Ball into trouble. Just at the back of our film here, we see Royal Athlete, who's been jumping particularly well this season, just picked up, didn't come off and hit the fence very hard, and that's the end of his chances. But I think speed on the ground probably caught him out. And this is a very interesting mistake, Black Humor here at the cross fence, because this really, I think Bradley will look back at this tonight and think that's cost him a Hennessy.
There's no doubt about that. He hit it and went sideways, and from going well was struggling. Although Brad sat quiet, even though there were 5 horses in front of him, and got back into the race. Whispering Steel, lovely horse. He's done very little wrong today. He's jumped well. He's found a top-class race with a big pace. But they're bunching. Coming on the outside is Carvilla Howe, who's been struggling only a couple of fences earlier. Cogent in the dark red made a mistake there. But you can see Black Humour being scrubbed along, struggling I was trying to say there, scrubbed along. You wouldn't have thought he'd have got back in it from this point, not going to work.
No, without that mistake he'd have been just sat behind the leaders on the bridle, but he's had to go for him early and it's cost him the race perhaps. But I'm delighted for Andy Turnell. This is the 3rd winner of this race for the Turnell family. His father Bob trained Rodetto and April the 7th. This horse was beaten 25 lengths round here last time by a horse called Dublin Flyer that runs from the 3 o'clock at Warwick later on this afternoon, so we won't get much of a price about that later on, but a great performance, and I'm so pleased for Andy. He's got beautiful horses. I've been saying all season what lovely horses he's got, and now he's won one of the classic chases of the season.
And Zeta's Lad back in 4th place. He's run a good race, but young Dan Fort going all the way to the line. He knows he's got it now. Carvilla Howe yet again a bridesmaid in a big race, and Black Humour very unlucky after that big mistake. A terrific Hennessy.
Go for him early and it's cost him the race perhaps, but I'm delighted for Andy Turnell. This is the 3rd winner of this race for the Turnell family. His father Bob trained Rodetto and April the 7th. This horse was beaten 25 lengths round here last time by a horse called Dublin Flyer that runs from the 3 o'clock at Warwick later on this afternoon, so we won't get much of a price about that later on, but a great performance, and I'm so pleased for Andy.
Yes, he's earned £70,000, this horse now, Cogent, by Le Bavard out of Codstown Breeze by Autumn Gold, a 9-year-old, just the ideal age for a chaser. They went to post these horses winners of 75 races between them, having earned £796,042. Chasers really right out of the top drawer. And as Peter Skew said, a marvellous record by the Turnell family, and his father Bob, having won it with Rondetto in 67 and April the 7th in 75. It was also ridden by Andy, and what a brilliant result for a young claimer, Daniel Fort. The starting prices as follows.
First, number 7, Cogent, 10 to 1. Second, number 5, Carvilla Howe, 7 to 1. And third, number 4, Black Humour, 7 to 2.